FAA weather cam. It seems to have a different shape this time. The one that I remember seeing before, it it wasn't kind of, this is kind of like oblong like, but what's really interesting about this is that you can't see it at first, then all of a sudden it like just comes out of the blueness in the sky, which is really kind of quite different. And so, good evening. It's 7:32 p.m. We're going to go over to that FAA weather cam. Is what we're going to do. If I can, I'm going to have to look up the plasma thing on this channel. I am. Let me see something. I've somehow got two windows open, and I don't want two windows open. I've got two windows open. Let me see. Okay, we're over here. We're over here on the FAA now. We got it. So this is the Wolf Creek Pass. I've really got to check out why my plasma screen is not working the way that it needs to work. It, I think it has something to do with updates. Maybe since the solar eclipse, this thing has not been working right at all. You can see this planet-like object on here. Hello, Daisy and Tina. Welcome. Let me see if I can. Oh my gosh. This is wild. It is so wild. Let me see if I can use my other hand. If I use my other hand, I wonder if my other hand will work. My other hand seems to work, but not this hand for some strange reason. It doesn't seem to work that well, but that's all right, you all. We're going to sit and look at this. You know, actually, what we can do, I'm going to show you this. We're over here. This webcam is located right here in Colorado. Right there, you have a little spinning wheel, and it's the Wolf Creek Pass. We're gonna push this play button so you can see it. Oh, okay. See, now see, this is what happened. At 14, oh, look at the time on it. So at 14:41 on 4/11/24. Look at those fours and ones. It's really wild. So that's what time it shows up. It kind of, watch this. It's not there at 14:30 at all. It is not there at 14:30, and we got 44 people watching. At 14:30, it's not there. Then it shows up. Then it shows up some more. It looks different. It seems to have more of an oblong shape, like a, you know, reminds me of kind of like a beetle, not a beetle, kind of like a ladybug. It kind of reminds me of something like a ladybug. It looks different. It's like its shape has changed. Hello, Mr. Hamilton. Trisha, you noticed the planets in the sky over the last few days. Nancy, Tanya, welcome everybody. So let me look at this. It looks so different. It does. And now let's do this. It's the shape. It's the shape, and I've seen it rainbowy before. It may be having a lot more detail to it also. Now see, it's getting covered up. It's partially viewable. You can still see it. No, it doesn't have the oblongy shape. But you notice if you look at it, the holes move around with it. So it's like rotating up there in the sky or something. And look, it's being, the sky is like covering it up. It's like whatever is allowing it to be seen is it's the sun or something. When the sun goes down, or I don't know, the camera gets at a different angle. It's like or the sun gets at a different angle. It's like the blueness of the sky. completely covers it up. And then it disappears. It disappeared at timestamp 1647, and at 1637 it's there. 1626 is there, and then it's just, how can it, okay, now you see a partial piece of it, and then it's gone. It's all the way gone, which is kind of strange. It does have a lot of detail to it. It does. Let's see what, if you're just tuning in, let me flip this around. Hello. I want to see, like, I want to look at it in the inverted mode. It looks like a spent dandelion. Hello there, Scrappy Doo. And crew, Emmett, Marianne, Ronnie, hello. V, Remedy. Was there a song about remedy? Was there a song that had the word remedy in it? Yeah, it seems to me it might be some type of a song. Sad songs, they say. So that song just popped in my head. So turn it on, play somewhere a sad song, whatever that is. Yeah, I don't even remember the words to some of these songs anymore. Oh, it's the Black Crows. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I know the tune, but it's somehow popped in my mind. I wonder what that's about. Where is this? This is in Colorado. This is the Wolf Creek Pass in Colorado, and I'm trying to shrink it down, but my plasma screen is not functioning with me. It doesn't want to play nice. It's right here in this location in Colorado, right here. You know where Cheyenne Mountain is, around that region right there, that like all that rock and all that. That's where it's located, right there. Yeah. Hello there, Rhonda from Indiana. Sad songs, they say. So much. Thank you. That's what it was. I remember that. I, uh, yeah, I remember it. And now let's look at that. Yeah, Jesus is your remedy. Is that a song too, Scrappy Doo? Oh, you're so welcome. Now this is the south. This is the south facing camera. Wait, the south facing camera. It should be showing up on the southwest also. If it's on the south, there should be some evidence on the southwest camera. Can I use this hand? I'm gonna have to research my plasma screen. I really am, because I just think it just feels different. Let's see if this is showing up. It should be able to show up. There it is, right there. Right there on the south. What is this? Southwest facing camera right here. Yeah. Oh, not that I know of. Yeah, you've been working. You always look on the bright side of life. Well, there is a bright side. There's a bright side. There's a dark side. There's whatever side we look for. Okay, now see, this is a rainbowy color too. If you can see it right in there. It's like right there. Let's zoom it up a little bit. I thought I don't have to wait. I do not have to wait for 8:30, 8 o'clock, or any of that at all. I don't. I don't. Because I might get sleepy. Okay, let me see. Oh, it's totally disappeared. It totally disappeared. It's 1517, but at 1506, it's on the board. But as soon as we get to 1517, well, something happened and it disappeared. Oh, it looks like the sun is directly above it, is what it looks like. Now it's getting covered up by the clouds. Oh, now you can see the reflection of this on the clouds. Well, now you see the reflection is behind the clouds. So the reflection seems to be coming through the clouds like this. but then it looks like it's behind the clouds on that. And then it looks like this is strange. It looks like it's behind the clouds now. This isn't making sense to me. It should either be in front of the clouds as a reflection on top of them or behind them. And now it is appearing as if it's in the sky behind the clouds. Well, that's rather interesting. It is that is. I don't think I don't ever remember seeing anything like that before, where it would shift and it's transitioning to where it would appear as if it was on the clouds and overlaying it in the front, and then behind it. Hello, Ellie. It is kind of neat. Hello, Tom. It's a hologram. It's infrared light, or our eyes cannot see it unless there is light reflected of it. You keep getting buffered out. Yeah. I need the remedy. Is a verse. I need a remedy is the verse. Okay. Let's look at this. There's a lot of things going on in the sky that may not see. And now it looks like it's in a. What is this? What is that? Let me get back. There appears to be some type of round object right there too. Right? I'll put it center in there. You see it? Like a round object in the sky. And who was it in here that said people have been seeing planets in the sky? Looks like there's a round object. Nibiru. Some would equate that to Nibiru. They would. But there's some that say Nibiru is a ship and not a planet. That's what some say. A ship. Chris Ralph, honey. Listen. This is a reputable website. It's the FAA .gov website. So it's one of the authoritative websites on weather, and this is their weather cam. And this is what's showing up on the camera. How about that as an answer? Hello, Flo. You are an astronomer from Herbaculosis. You have the answers. I bet you do have the answers. I do. You may have more answers. You may have more answers than a lot of people who claim that they have the answers when they don't have the answers. But do we all have the answers? Feel free to share what you feel we're looking at right here, because it's fine to share. It really is. You have the answers. Now, this right here, it really does look like there's something like a round object right there. It does, just like that. A friend called you about it, and a 2-minute Google search debunked it. Chris, do you know that they have fact checkers out there? They even fact checked me, and they debunked me. USAA fact checked me and debunked me when I was zooming up on the Amazon guy, Jeff Bezos, and said he looked like he had a reptilian tongue. There was an alien in his neck. He didn't look human. They went through all the effort to make sure they put out a fact checker on me. Can we always agree with the fact checkers and the debunktions? I guess that's up to the individual. I do. I guess that's up to the individual. Yeah, Mick, honey. Jesse, hello. The government websites are notorious. It's visible for a long time. We have actually had a FAA playlist on this, and we've shown this for quite some time. We have. Someone needs to fact check the fact checkers. It's a brown dwarf planetary system. I've heard that. So if it's the brown dwarf planetary system, is the brown dwarf planetary system the same as the Nibiru or the Nemesis or Planet X? Is it like one and the same as that? Yeah. Or the 12th planet? Yeah, Nibiru Inky Enlil. Oh, okay, we're supposed to be trying to see this in here. Okay, it keeps moving down. Some cameras pick it up, the objects in the sky, more than others. And the Wolf Creek Pass is one of the most dominant that pick it up. It's getting closer. It is. It's getting bigger than what it used to be. It is. Now we go back over to the FAA. It's not Nibiru. Okay, it's not Nibiru. Says tuberculosis. No. Oh my God. That is kind of embarrassing. Oh my God. It is not. Now I gotta quit giggling. I'm, um, it's not Nibiru says, I'm sorry. That sounds like tuberculosis. No. Let me read that again. Let, her, Hercul, Herculubus, Herculubus, Herculubus now. All right, I got it. I got it. I got it. Yeah. I'll be glad when my new eyeglasses come in. Hopefully within the week they'll be here. Maybe by next week. Since I put the other pair on the back of my pickup truck, and I guess I ran over them or lost them somewhere in the road, and that was the end of that. Yeah. So this right here, I mean, it looks pretty if you look at it from a artistic point of view. Hello, Island Girl. We're looking at this, and it's over here in Colorado. There is a change that's coming. It looks different. Sometimes this looks like red. Sometimes it is real colorful. Why is it colorful? Herberculus, um, Hercola, Herco. I'm just gonna say Herco. Why is that supposed to look that color? Herco? I'm just gonna say Herco because it's too big of a tongue twister for me. Hello, Al, honey. Yeah, so it's too big of a tongue twister for me. And yeah, you can see it. And see it now this is behind the clouds. Okay, so the clouds aren't always all lined up in one grid line in the sky. So the sky has clouds that are staggered. Some are in front of the others and some aren't. So I guess that could be the reason why at sometimes this object in the sky appears in front of some clouds and then behind the other clouds because the clouds are not all in one single line, one single formation as they pass in front of the sun. Some may be further out and some may be further in. Yeah, so I think that would make sense. That's what I think. Okay, there it just disappeared. There it's completely gone. Was this the one that it was doing its thing in? Okay, there it was right there. This is at the Wolf Creek Pass. This is a southwest facing camera. Okay, the object appears behind the clouds because the clouds are now in front of it. And now it's totally disappeared and blended in. They're in front of it. And I'm really kind of off on that. Let me look at this. Let me see that. Ashtar Sharon. It's a new portal of CERN's. I want to see what that looks like with a, can't see it like that. Oh, that looks, look at the outline of the clouds. Oh, this looks really cool. This is the inverted mode. Of course, the dark areas is the light. Let me flip it back. Let's see an object. You can barely see it behind, and they can be cloaking it. They can absolutely be cloaking whatever's in the sky. This has the flat earth vibes. Rex bats, honey, listen to me. In the big scope of my life, it doesn't matter if someone believes in the flat earth or the flat earth theory or the round earth theory or the hologram earth theory or the matrix theory or the crater, we're all living in one great big crater theory, or the snow globe theory. It doesn't matter in the big scope of life. It doesn't, because we're here, and what can we do about it? Nothing. Nothing. Just carry on. Yeah, so it doesn't matter in the big scope. There's other things to focus on, like trying to survive in this world. Yeah. Okay, so that is the one in Colorado right here. If we could find other cameras out here that had those, that would be great. I wish y'all, I'm gonna see what happens if I put these other glasses on. Hold on right there. I'm gonna see if I can get the other ones. Flat, round, hollow, it really doesn't matter. We love you, Gina. That's right, Al, honey. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's the Earth's a sphere or not. In the big scope of life, those things, the things that people argue over, really, yeah, it's not going to save my life. It isn't. It's not going to make my day whether, hey, I realized the Earth was a sphere. Hey, I realized the Earth was we were all in a matrix. I realized the Earth was flat. My day, that has just made my day, or anything like that. It's no, there's bigger things in life to focus on. There truly are. I'm gonna see if these glow. If these like do their glowing, there's bigger things to focus on, like UFOs. Okay, there is. There's like this is whether the Earth is flat or round. We've got these things coming down from the sky. See, this is. We've got these objects coming down in Hawaii, going down into the shafts in the ground. We've got this going on. We've got plasma. We've got ships in the sky. We've got ships in the clouds. It doesn't matter whether the Earth is round or not. We got a great big massive black ship showing up at the observatories in Hawaii, and they don't care if the Earth is round. They don't care if it's flat. They don't care if we're in a matrix. They don't care if we're in a crater. These ships are showing up. They're showing up. That's why it really doesn't really, yeah. And we got plasma ships, and it doesn't rely on the Earth being flat, holographic, or anything. It's all here. And the clouds also, it doesn't matter if we live in a matrix or something. It doesn't matter, really, if you think of it that way. In the big scope of life, there's a lot more things to focus on. Yeah. Like having food on the table, clothes on our back, food, clothing, and shelter. I think that's more important topics. Yeah. Hello there, Applebrooks, honey. I don't really like the glow on these glasses, but that's okay. We're not going to get caught off on that. So we over here on the I didn't really say flat Earth. I'm over here on the flat screen world right here. This right here that we're looking at now. You could consider, when you are online and you're looking at something and it's a flat surface, you could call this a flat world surface. You could. A totally flat world. Flat, because all we're not seeing the 3D, we're just seeing the flat. That's it. Total flat. So, we got that. Yeah. You photographed the blue roofs in Fort Lauderdale. Oh, why are they doing it? Because someone told them to paint it. That's why. Yeah, they told them to paint it. So if you're just tuning in, welcome. We're going to come over here. Let's see if there's any other ones. There was like one other camera that I think it was like Monarch Pass. And if we click into Monarch Pass, this is the trusted website, the FAA.gov. Right there, the FAA.gov is considered a trusted website. So we can use it. We can use it and we can see what they got on there. It's a public website. Oh, wow. Look, there is no current image available for this camera. Why don't you have that southwest camera? Because that is where what's up in the sky shows up in the southwest sky. You don't have it in the south sky either. You have it in the southeast. Some of the cameras they turn off because of what shows up in them. That's what I believe. They just turn it completely off because they don't want you to see it. Really. We're going to have to pick another one. Wilkerson's Pass. We can see it on Wilkerson's Pass right here. So we can see down here that it's showing up on Wilkerson's Pass on the FAA. Let's see if they'll let me. Thank you for letting me touch my screen and enlarge it with my plasma from my fingers. Oh, this is the north. The north doesn't, it just has some clouds. This is the northeast. You can see down here, the northeast doesn't have anything going on. But, whoa, look at that. You see it right there in the sky? Now, see, this one looks different than the other one, but it's okay. We will take it. We can look at it. Let's do this. So we're looking at 1347, 1:47 in the afternoon. I guess it's mountain time or something. And we're at the Wilkerson Pass. And we want to see that object show up in there. There it is. Look. So at 1408, it's not there at 1408. Is nowhere to be seen. Then, all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, there it is. It pops up. 10 minutes later, it's there. Why wasn't it? Why didn't we get to see even? It barely moved. It barely moved within a 10-minute span. But you couldn't see it 10 minutes before it showed up. You should have at least been able to see something of it. I believe that this sky, they're doing something with this sky. They really are, because nothing's changed. This stayed the same. It did. It stayed the same. The clouds are in the general locations, the same general locations. I can't really see anything different unless they're going to move. No, see, they barely moved out. They were still there. And then it shows up in its totality. That right there to me is very questionable. It is. It's questionable. Why? Because 10 minutes later, it just barely moved that way. Just 10 minutes later, it only moved a little fraction. But then you can't see it. You can't see it. You can't see it. You can't see it. And I'm sure the sun, let me just go back. No, you just can't see it. It's being hidden by the blue in the sky. That's really, you know what I'm seeing also? With my eyes, I think I'm seeing over here another object that looks like that, but it is faded, so faded in the sky right there. See, it's barely moving. It's barely moving, and it looks different than the one on the Wolf Creek Pass. It's the light. It's the light that hides it or brings it out into view. It has to be at the right whatever angle or something. That is wild. Gina, you know this. Well, I know it, but now it's completely gone. And then it's back. It's completely gone. It's there, right there. Okay, I'm getting I gotta get these socks off. It's starting to get hot. And my right ear is burning. Somebody does not like me being on here. You just get over it, because I'm not going anywhere. Okay, let's look at it. All right. It's gone at 14:04. You know what's in its place? Look what's in its place. Let me see if we can see this. It's like little cube-like squares. Do you think that they are blocking this out with technology up there so we can't see? Because there really are. You see those squares right there that are showing up? I mean, they're ever so faint. They can put technology in the clouds. They're covering that up. It's oblong. Yeah, I've heard about that. Let me do this. It's not there. And then it's there. And then down here at the bottom, there's like one showing up there. But the one at the bottom right there in the center, it appears to be the one that's in the center right here. Unless this is also, I don't know. Well, it's making me hot, you all. Let me flip it around. I'm going to drink of I got lime water. I've been putting some lime in water to drink. I don't know if you all do that either, but yeah, put some lime water to drink it because it tastes good. See how when you take a picture of the sun, you see the blue ring? That's because this is an artificial light. And why is it when we take our cell phone and we go to take a picture, we have the blue dot? Is it because there's an artificial light up there also? And this really does look like it's kind of representative of a black hole. Water break, yeah, lime is good. It is good. I like it. And it flavors the water. Yeah, it's all right. Let's do this. Okay, it's still there. And what's interesting, as the sun goes down, these go down at the same angle. The reflection right here, because whatever's up there is being reflected, it's being picked up. It's going down at the same angle as the sun. So it's on the same path. And then they get hidden. They get hidden and just disappear. Then they're gone. They are just gone. And it's not showing up over here either. Okay, it's not. You just tuning in. We're at the FAA weather, the webcams. And we was at Wilkerson Pass on this FAA website. And I am trying to make my screen go down a little bit more. And there's different theories about what's in the sky. There is a lot of different theories about Earth and everything else. And it's okay to have a different theory, and it's okay to listen to other people's theories, what they may perceive. Can we say for 100% that our theory is the right theory? No, but we can be open to other theories, and perhaps they all can bring us to one theory with all the different clues or something. It's easy to do it. Yeah. We're over here at this pass right here. It's in Aspen. I actually went skiing there years and years ago when we lived in Nevada. Would I ski again? No, because I'd probably fall down and break my leg. And it's too scary now. Oh, okay, it's showing up right here. It's just showing up in the northwest sky. So in the northwest sky with this camera, I know you can barely see it, but it is, it's showing up right there. 5 o'clock. Ever so light right there. And it is. It's very, very light. In the northwest sky. What's happening? Okay, it's not there. Let's see if we can make it. I want to try to make it bigger if I can to see if it will show up. And I do apologize using my phone, but it's really easy and convenient. Let's see if we can see it like this. You can vaguely see it. Can you see it right there, the outline of it? In the sky? Let me see if I do this. It's in the inverted mode. But yeah, you can see it in the sky. It's up there like that. And if we were to invert it, can you see it like that? Probably not as easy as you could. It's because it's UFOs is why. That's why. You can't really see it like that either. Just put it back to the original. Yeah, okay, you can see that. Okay, so it's like that. Oh, okay, you see, you can't really see this, but there is like something. There is some kind of a airplane or something going in front of it to try to stop it. That's why they got to make it so bright, so you can't see what's up there by the sun. But it was during the solar eclipse that people got some good images of what was up there by the sun. It was really interesting. It was quite interesting. Let's see if we can drain it. Drain it. You can't be draining nothing, Gina. Just shrink your screen. We got to shrink the screen if you're just tuning in. Welcome. I'm trying to shrink that plasma screen also. Hey. Yeah, that's okay. That is all right. I never heard of Holyoke. Sturgis. Sturgis. Hey, Sturgis. Sturgis was that place with the motorcycle stuff, the place where they go and party. Is that what it was? Yeah, something like, oh, okay. Now let's see if we can find, where are we at? We're at the Sturgis. Yeah. You photographed the entire system. There's 8 planets and 2 moons. The star has 2 tails. Oh, wow, it's interesting. Yeah. I actually had a shirt like that. How many people in here used to ride a motorcycle? You ride a motorcycle? Yeah. I mean, it's for the brave people. You got to be brave to ride one because if you fall down, you better be able to pick up your motorcycle. You better have faith that you can pick it up. Because if you can't pick it up, you're going to be waiting for somebody to help you pick it up. You ride those motorcycles. That's right. You can do it. Yeah. I think that's great. It's great to be able to ride one. No way, Al, honey. It's not for you. I rode one and then I sold mine. But it was fun. I had a Honda Rebel 250. And I liked riding it on the country roads. And I rode it on the highway a few times, but I didn't really want to get out there in the traffic. And yeah. Yeah, you love it? Ah, Ramona, honey. Yeah. Suzuki 650. Yeah. I guess it's fine. The good thing is once you know how to ride a motorcycle, then you can do it again. You wouldn't be able to forget. I mean, you wouldn't be as good as you were, but at least you could do it. You could do it. You got the freedom on wheels. That's right. You got it. I'd never do the tail of the dragon on a motorcycle. Absolutely not. It's bad enough in the car. All the twists and turns. Look at this sky at Sturgis thing. There's nothing there. This is at the southeast. Now we're in the southwest. Okay, we're in the southwest corner of the sky. Something should be starting to show up in the southwest corner. Since it's the southwest camera, hopefully you could see that in this thing, but maybe not. Maybe not. Because of the angle? I think so. Because of the angle, you can't see it. They're not going to let you see it. They won't do it. But these clouds look a little wild. You're not going to be able to see it over here either. It's only certain corners. Hello, how we doing over here? You got the motorcycles are fun. They are. Your children's dad had a Triumph Bonneville. Wow. Astro. Following the approach of Astro, it will pass through the North and the Earth at 14 million kilometers. Wish the aliens would hurry up and land. They could land. They might land back in your backyard. Have you been on a ship yet? Have you seen the aliens yet? They might come visit you. They might. Oh, this is this is kind of wild. I don't think I've ever been to this camera before. I guess it's near California or something. The Reinhardt boot. What is this? Can you look at this Reinhardt? It's got a lot of. What are these towers right there? Does anybody know what type of towers those are? They seem to have several towers up on there. They have several. I'm just might as well admit it. They got them. They got some towers. Let's make this a little bigger. I like the landscape. This has got a lot going on, so it's not as boring as just a regular sky. This is the southern camera. What do they got going on here? Stuff up in here. It's the cell phone towers. They are the 5G towers. See, they got them on the hills. Do you think that these were like little volcanoes? Or you think they were like little pyramids or something at one time? Is this a volcanic area right here? These things? Maybe they had, I don't know. You glanced outside. There is a wild sky, y'all. Is there a wild sky, Al, honey? What do you mean wild? What's it look like wild? Let me look at it. Al, I gotta see how wild you think this sky is looking. You hold on, let me look. Oh, I can't see what you can see. Yeah, see, you got a flat view. My trees are covered up. My trees cover up the orange sky. And I think that's what you're seeing. Yeah, I can't see what you see. Yeah, that's okay. Let me gonna flip it around. We're gonna flip it around. Look at this to see what we can see in this sky right here, because it's the southern sky. It's really bright. Oh my gosh! Look how bright that sun is. It must be blasting the people there. That sun will blind you. And that's at 4:32. Uh, Look at that. I wonder what happened that made the sun so bright at 4:11 and then 4:32 and then the clouds came in and then more clouds. It's got a lot of stuff going on up there. A ton of stuff. I think we already went to the top. There could be some big ships. There could be some big ships in that sky. We're supposed to be let me look. Hold on. Right here. Let me see. What are in those clouds? Because they look a little too straight. They do look a little too straight. All right. That's fine. We don't need to look at them all the time. We don't. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Welcome to this channel. And let me see something. I can't shrink this screen down. This is, wanted to look at this camera right here. Let me see if they can straighten it up a little bit to see if that sun is going to pierce through. What on earth was that? What is that? Looks like a square or something in the sky right there. Right there in that spot. Well, I'm not going to look at it any further. These are kind of random shapes. They really are kind of random shapes. Let me look at this. It looks like there's ships hidden in between these clouds. It really does. Those white ships and stuff. Black ships. Okay. And we're supposed to be looking for Nibiru Herbercu, the brown dwarf. There was one image of the sun. Oh wow, it got really bright again. It says 1425 and it's super bright. There's the sun up there. You can see the things coming down. Look what that's, this right here is picking up these objects in the sky right there. Those three objects, it's picking them up on the lens of the camera, it looks like. So that's kind of different. 3, 4 objects. Let me flip this around. I gotta try to see if I can shrink this screen and get out of it, so I can like keep going. I'm not really seeing much more in here. The only camera that's got the action, it seems like, is the Wolf Creek Pass. That's the one, and it's in the south-facing sky, which looks pretty cool. Let's look at it. Let me flip it around. Right here. Yeah, hello there, Shauna, honey. Hello, Carol, honey. We're over here at the FAA webcam, and we got a colorful planet-like object in the sky, and it looks pretty interesting. It looks pretty neat. Herbo says that this could be, or this is like the brown dwarf, and there are people who are seeing like planets in the sky. Look at that. It is pretty cool to look at. And it disappears altogether. Let me flip this around. Let's look for the brown dwarf on here. Let's go, if I can. No, I've got to read up on this plasma screen because I don't like it doing what it's doing, because I love to be able to use the plasma. You all look up there for a moment if you can while I turn my camera and let me look at the brown dwarf system. Brown dwarf system. Yeah. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it, you all. I've added practically, I put all my photos up, is what I've done, which is pretty cool. Put them up and just did this, and I like it. I love it. Okay, now let's look at this. The brown dwarf system is, let's see what they say about it. I've noticed on NASA's website, I have no problem, when I go to the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov, I have no problem doing that. None. I think it's certain, I think this plasma on here is intelligent. When I'm touching this screen, this plasma on here behind the screen has a mind of its own. I really do feel it does. That's what I feel. A mind of its own. It's intelligent. When it wants me to move it, it'll allow me to. When it doesn't want me to do, I won't be able to move it. Like now. Like now. Yeah, that's what I feel. It's been very finicky. You may notice that your stuffs are finicky too. I've never had so much. Okay, but let me look at this. Brown dwarfs are substellular. Brown dwarfs are substellular objects that have more mass than the biggest gas giant planets, but less than the least massive main sequence stars. Their mass is approximately 13 to 80 times that of Jupiter. That is massive. Not big enough to sustain nuclear fusion of ordinary hydrogen into helium in their cores, but massive enough to emit some light and heat from the fusion of Deuterium. The most massive ones can fuse lithium. Oh wow, that's kind of wild. It is. Come on, get this screen down. This is. Can you please make your screen go down? Make it go smaller. Thank you. Can we open these up with my finger? Thank you. Now, a brown dwarf. A brown dwarf. Brown dwarfs have exo. Thank you. I'll try to be more gentle when I do the screen like this. I will try to have a calm demeanor. Okay. Thank you. I will be very calm. There. Thank you. If that works, I am willing to do that, you all. If speaking nice and being gentle and calming myself down works to use my plasma screen, I can do it. I really can. Oh, this looks like our sun on some of the NASA's products. And this looks like one of the NASA products, the 304. Okay, can I close it? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, brown dwarf star. Let's see if we can move this up. Okay, that looks like, yeah, I mean, we got some colorful things. Thank you. We've got some. What does it mean, Gina? I have no idea. You talking to the wrong person. I do not claim to be skilled in any of that right there. I don't. Oh, a binary brown dwarf system. Oh, there's a gateway. Let's see what that gateway means. Can you open this? Is that what's supposed to be out here? See, it's got a spiral around it too. Oh. The Vedic project. Okay. The existence of brown dwarf in the solar system. Why is there a Vedic project? The Vedic project. Well, we should click it. Thank you. The Vedic project. It is the greatest of all mistakes to do nothing because you can only do a little. Okay, can you please let me enlarge the screen? Please, 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 please let me enlarge it. Just a little bit more. Thank you. Okay, now this is words to live by. It is the greatest of all mistakes to do nothing because you can only do a little. Sydney Smith. I totally agree. If you are of the mindset, well, I can only do a little bit, so I'm not going to do nothing at all, it wouldn't make a difference. It's the greatest mistake. It's the greatest of all mistakes is to do nothing because you can only do a little. Okay? Do something. Do something. Do something. What has anyone heard of this right here? Is in 2010. Yeah. Yeah, you can help. You can't help everyone, that's right, but you can help someone. Smile, honey. You got to smile. Tom, are you over here not smiling? Come on now, Tom. Is that you who ain't smiling? Yeah, I got to get a drink of water again. It really is refreshing when you drink the water. It's like that song, Step into the water. Wade out a little bit deeper. Come join angels singing praises to the Lamb of God. To the Lamb of God. Is that just symbolic? Or is that the actual image? Is it? Now, has anyone heard of this Vedic project? They got. Can we please go up the screen? Please let me go up the screen. Thank you. Um, Filter your water. Mimi Rose, honey. That is water that has been filtered. It is. I have a Berkeley filter. We have two Berkeleys and have another filtered system that is in the refrigerator too, but I use the one out of the Berkey. Yeah. The existence of a brown dwarf in our solar system is confirmed. That's what it said. That's a Vedic thing. Another interesting presentation about Planet X arrival. Please read, and I highly recommend checking out the other links at the end of this article because it is worth reading. It is worth reading. Okay, let me see this. It is worth reading. Let me see this. Can we please make this a little bigger? Thank you. I want to make it bigger so I can stand back and look at it. Oh, you made it smaller. It's because I took my fingers off of it. Yeah, it's like, okay, it's a little big. Let's bring it down a little bit further. Okay, we got it. The existence of a brown dwarf. It's worth reading it. The truth does get buried in it with the scam by these international bankers. They're minions they pay to fool us and use for false flags, especially with the HARP. The best thing to do that we are doing is to read everything that you can on it from legitimate sources, which is hard to determine, but take it all in, keeping in mind the end results, which is that these bankers will use such truths to serve as a foundation for their next scam, such as the alien invasions. I beg your pardon. They're already here, and some of these are not doing us any harm that we know of, right? Right. They're already here. They're in the sky. Alien invasions. We got the wormholes. Okay, no. I've got my camera hit on there. Look at that Hawaii. There's a big UFO up there. No, alien invasions. Okay. Well, what if it's aquatic species that are going to be here? And what if the sun, he's very angry. He's so angry. Yeah, okay. Hey, Rosie, honey, you're a little baby. You are. You know you are. All right, you are. Gina, will you please get to reading it? Yes, a demon invasion. Keep seeing content. I think that's already occurred thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. I do. Let's see if we can can we? Here's the thing of the brown dwarf system right here. Oh, I've heard about the Oort cloud. Have you heard about the Oort cloud? Yeah, that was pretty interesting. The Oort cloud. It's right here, and it says 55,000 AU. I don't know what AU means. Then we have the Kuiper belt. There's a brown dwarf up there. 60/40 Sun, Earth, Moon, asteroid belt. So the Oort cloud. Well, there's the brown dwarf. So they are telling us that there is a brown dwarf. Can we get out of that? Okay. They move in an elliptical orbit between Pluto at the edge of our solar system called the Oort cloud. It is estimated that the brown dwarf is about 60 to 66 astronomical units. Okay, you see that right there? If it says AU, then you know it's an astronomical unit. So we learned something new. Thank you, Al, honey. An astronomical unit. Earth is 1 AU. It's the distance from the Earth to the Sun in the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. Scientists in Spain claim that the newly discovered object is moving in a very flattened eclipse, extending hundreds of astronomical units out of the most distant known planet and now as closest to the Sun and Earth as possible. If this thing if this article was back in 2010, 2010, October the 25th of 2010, or 2010, 2010. Oh, come on. Let me see this. I want to, no, let's see. They have the brown dwarf has been discovered near Pluto. The celestial object, which astronomers call G1.9, is said to be almost the same size, as twice the size of Jupiter, and located just behind the dwarf planet Pluto. Is it possible that the rumors about Nibiru or Planet X are about to come true? Okay, it's the closest. No, don't do that to me. I just want to go up on it. It says it's not like they never known about the existence of the object. As early as 1984, Dave Green of University of Cambridge identified the G1.9 as a supernova remnant. Because the object was very small for a supernoval remnant, it was thought that it was too young, that it was less than 1,000 years old. But 2007, as a result of the X-ray observation at the Chandra telescope, the object is 16% greater in weight than the previous observations have shown. They confirmed since the observation of 23 years ago, the object's size has increased significantly. Scientists know that the supernova cannot expand so rapidly, so it is considered a very young supernova. But it's already, its size has increased significantly, and that was in 2010. Well, now we're in 2024. So you could imagine how big it is now. It's in the Oort cloud. The Spanish astronomers watched with great interest. It emerged from the Oort cloud gravity anomalies. It suggests its perturbations are caused by a nearby object of considerable weight. There was therefore no surprise when there is information about the discovery of the G1.9 plus sizes. NASA observatories known completely. Researchers from NASA and observatories known completely ignored by the hypothesis until now. They ignored it. Okay, they did. Which the object could be a star or a planet. NASA wants to thus cut off from matching the image in any way with the theories about Nibiru, Marduk, or Planet X, which in turn are associated with the prophecy at the end of the world and the aliens. And were the aliens supposed to show up at the end of the world? Were they? G1.9 may be some threat to Earth, is it? Such a potential disaster for the planet we saw in July of 2009 when suddenly, despite the efforts of astronomers who monitor this type of dangerous objects, the great comet struck Jupiter. It struck Jupiter? Did the G1.9? The comet was disturbed. The trajectory was disturbed by G1.9. I heard that when whatever it is that comes through, it's going to throw everything off its orbit or something. Even though Americans claim that the G1.9 has already reached its closest position relative to Earth, we strongly disagree with the Russians, who suggest that NASA so far wailed constantly in his statements on this subject and completely lost all credibility in the discussion of this topic. Okay, let me see if we can do this. Okay, it doesn't want me to use this. They really, I think it's, oh. Let me see. G1.9. Let's see where G1.9's at. I'd like to see where G1.9 is. What you saying, Al, honey? Too bad the sun. Where is G1.9? G1.9 dwarf. Okay, we got it. We got it right here. G 1.9 plus 0.3 is a supernova remnant. Supernova remnant. It was probably triggered by the merger of two white dwarf stars. Announcement: the discovery of G 1.09 has been identified as the youngest known galactic federation of light. Oh, it's winged. It looks like it's got winged on it. Wings. Is this what you said? Herbo has a trail on both sides. See, look at that. This is what we see in the sky with the sun. Remember? If it's any, no, I'm not going to that. I'm not going to go to that. I'm not going there. I just let me do this. Well, that's me. You read somewhere that the sun could also be the lake of fire and brimstone, straight from the pits of hell. Oh, look at that. G 1.09.9.035. Where is its location right now? The dwarf planets. The dwarf planets on Wiki. No. I want to know where its location. Where is it located right now? Because I'm sure its location is somewhere near here. Yeah. You heard that the sky is just a giant green screen. Well, it could be. It really could be. Then you have to ask yourself why location. Why would it be just a giant green screen? Location. What is this? I just want to look for it. No, please do not do that. Let me see, anytime. I'm going to do it within the past year. All right, we're in luck. We are in luck. Hundreds of supernova remnants remain hidden in our galaxy. September 4th of 2023, the G 1.9 plus 0.3, which is the youngest known supernova remnant in our galaxy. Either way, the star or white dwarf is blown to smithereens. Its guts were strewn across the space to form a supernova. I didn't hear that it was blown to smithereens. I didn't. Sagittarius. Look at this. How come that supermassive black hole? They said they destroyed it. What? They said they destroyed the supernova. New information about the mysterious planet. I want to see this one. The point symmetry in SNR G 1.9 plus 0.3, a supernova that destroyed its planetary nebular progenitor. They analyzed the X-ray image of the galaxy. Oh, it's just a full text. The scenario predicts that a large fraction of SN law inside SNPs is the core degenerate scenario. Others, whatever happened. I don't know what happened to it, but obviously it's out there and it's very significant. They've kept it. They kept it a mystery. Something about Sagittarius A also. Sagittarius A. The Nibiru Cataclysm. Shadowbringer Tribal Quest Beast Tribes. I'm done. I'm done. Gina, you was looking at this thing on there? Yeah, I was. I was looking at this on the FAA. And it does. It seems to be getting bigger. Like it's getting really close. Someone said, don't you think if we had something that big that it would literally, we'd feel it, it would mess up. I don't know what it would mess up, but we would know about it. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Um, it's bringing in the hurricanes. Um, both could be spotted. You have bet the fear faces in the window. Suspicious observers. I like his voice on suspicious observers. I do. Haven't listened to him in years, but yeah, I like to listen to him. 2025, 2030. NASA recently today. We have 2 years. We have to be high in elevation and away from the coast. You got 2 years. You are supposed to be in an elevation higher than at least 800 feet elevation above sea level. But a catastrophic mutating event will affect the Earth in 2 years, and that's what the who said in January of 2023. And it will change our life forever. So in January of 2025, the catastrophic mutating event, if it was exact to the 2 years, will be here. If it was that. Yeah. Yeah. So, well, okay, right? We heard ascension for 2 years. Yeah, ascension for 2 years. You ever hear of anybody getting trapped in the 3D world? I guess there's a 3D, 4D, 5D. There's probably even higher than that. Yeah. I am going to go. Let me just flip it around, you all. I put all my pictures up here. Well, the majority of my pictures have went on my wall to make my little area right here a little bit more personable. Is because it is nice. This is my favorite thing right here. That's what all my screensavers have, this star. Boundless dimensions, absolutely. I wonder where Rosie's at. She didn't come up here at all. She did not. Oh, okay, so we can see now. We can see some of this if you're just tuning in. There. See these clouds? They got big circles in them. There are UFOs, and that's at the Popocatépetl volcano and this the other realm. These are my light being friends. They are. This is an airplane right here. Life forms that, it may sound weird, but they turn into an airplane. They turn into an airplane. These were my light. They remind me of gnomes. And then the observatory, the black ship that showed up, and then the black ship that literally docked on the side of this and went inside a door. And a plasma ship at the Eiffel Tower. And ships up there. These are they're on the sun. They're inside the sun. They are. I'm not going to say they're not when I know they are. And then the landscape, the cubes are dismantling the matrix. We looked at some of this last night too. We did. There, see right here, normally it looks like this, and this is the Wolf Creek Pass. That's what we were looking at right there. And you can see it. There's definitely something in the sky, and it's only a matter of time for that something. We got the dark matter, because it does matter. This right here is a ship, even though it's that color. That's what it is. It is what it is until it's no more, right? Shooting down from the sky, they shooting their laser up, and this thing is coming down, and the plasma is on the Lakata Center in Russia, St. Petersburg, and these were plasma things that formed at Icelandic volcano. Never seen it before. They were popping and they were moving. These little pops plasma energy. is what it was. A bunch of plasma energy. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm going to go. Y'all, I'm getting myself tired. Yeah. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours, love. You have a wonderful rest of your evening. And thank you, moderators. Thank you all for your comments and thank you for sharing. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining. And if you don't mind, please give this video a thumbs up. It is greatly appreciated. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours, love. You have a wonderful rest of your evening. Gina, did you already say it? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't, but I know I'm getting tired. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.